谢谢，请继续提问。南区第4排第3位那个男士。没错。
谢谢。谢谢主持人。总理您好，我是新华社记者，我的问题也和经济有关。开年以来，世界经济金融形势很不稳定，中国也面临较大的下行压力。有人担忧，中国经济会一路下滑，甚至会击穿6.5%这条线，不仅会影响自身的全面发展和小康社会建设，也会拖累世界经济。请问您怎么看？谢谢。
With Xinhua News Agency, we have seen tumultuous global economic and financial developments since the beginning of this year, and China's economy is also under increased downward pressure. Some people are worried that China's growth will further slide or even dip below 6.5%. This will not just set back China's own effort of achieving all-round development and building a moderately prosperous society in all respects, it will also weigh down global economic growth. What is your view, Mr. Premier?
我怎么记得去年新华社记者提问，不光代表本社，还打了什么微博等等头衔，今年只有一个了啊！你可是问了一个大问题。不过，你让我同意说中国经济完不成已经确定的主要经济目标，那是不可能的。
Well, I somehow recall that last year when a journalist from Xinhua News Agency raised a question, he was wearing a lot of hats, but it seems that you have narrowed it down to a single one this year. Well, you did raise a very big question, but it would be absolutely impossible for me to side with a view that we are not able to meet our major economic development target for this year.
的确，世界经济现在复苏乏力，中国经济有深度的融入世界经济，受到影响和冲击。中国经济本身也在转型，一些长期积累的矛盾在凸显，所以说下行的压力确实在持续加大。有一个很明显的特征，就是地区和行业的走势分化。我记得前不久啊，看有外媒报道，说是到中国的某个重化工企业感到是经济不景气了，结果转而到科技城，看到那里场面火爆，好像经济还在2位数增长。这跟我们下去调研啊的一些表面感受啊是类似的。实质上，它说明了中国经济是困难和希望并存。如果从底盘和大势来看，希望大于困难。
But you are right in pointing out that global economic growth is sluggish, and as China's economy has become so deeply integrated into the global economy, it has been affected by global economic performance. In the meantime, China is also going through a transition, and some deep-seated problems that have built up over the years have become more acute. All these have added to the downward pressure on China's economic growth. Another prominent feature is that the growth prospects for different regions and different sectors have become more divergent. A few days ago, I read a report by a foreign media outlet which said that if one goes to a heavy industry company in China, he will feel that the economy is bleak. But if he goes to a science and technology zone, he will feel that the economy is all booming, as if it is still growing at a double-digit rate. And that report is very much in line with the information that we have also gained from our field trips to various localities. That shows that there are both difficulties and hopes for China's economy, but given the underlying trend and fundamentals, there are more hopes than difficulties.
我们对中国经济长期向好充满信心。 这种信心并不是凭空的，因为我们坚信，只要坚持改革开放，中国的经济就不会硬着陆。因为中国市场啊还有很大的潜力，人民群众可以说有无穷的创造力，而我们政府呢，确实啊还管了一些不该管、束缚生产力发展的事情。同时呢，保障公平竞争的环境监管又没有完全到位，所以通过推进改革，那么就可以激发市场更大的活力，人民群众更大的创造力，把亿万群众的勤劳和智慧的空间拓展开来，就可以顶住中国经济下行的压力。
But we have full confidence in the bright future of China's economy. Our confidence is not founded on flimsy grounds. We feel so confident because we believe that as long as we stay on the course of reform and opening up, China's economy will not suffer a hard landing. Because we still have enormous potential in our big market, and there is immense creativity among our people. And the government is still overreaching itself in some aspects of economic operations, which has held back the development of productivity, whereas at the same time it is not doing an adequate job in ensuring a level playing field on the market. I believe that reform will further stimulate market vitality and public creativity. With the wisdom and hard work of our people, we will be able to withstand the downward pressure.
像我们正在推进的减政、减税这些供给侧的结构性改革，都会释放市场的活力。同时呢，中国新的动能正在生成，而且超出我们的预期。这几年，中国经济是在放缓，我指的增速，但是我们还是实现了比较充分的就业。去年我们新增城镇就业岗位是1300多万人，而且今年1、2月份，我们的服务业增长了8.1%，它包含着研发等高技术领域，也带动传统产能的改造。我们的传统产能还有很大的潜力，因为我们正在工业化、城镇化的推进过程当中，工业化升级有空间，新型城镇化那是最大的内需，特别是中西部地区，还有很多有效投资的需求。我们把培育新动能和改造提升传统动能合起来形成中国经济的双引进，那就会闯过困难的关口，跃上希望的高原。
The supply-side structural reforms we have been pursuing, including streamlining administration, delegating powers of the government, and cutting corporate taxes, will all stimulate further market vitality. At the same time, new forces that drive China's development are fast taking shape in a way that has gone beyond our expectations. In the past few years, in spite of a slower growth, we have achieved fairly sufficient employment. Last year alone, we generated another over 13 million urban jobs. And in the first 2 months of 2016, our service sector expanded at 8.1%, including the services for high-tech R&D. In the meantime, we are upgrading our traditional growth drivers, where there is still much that we can do. Because China is still at a stage of industrialization and urbanization, there's much room for us to boost industrialization, and urbanization represents the largest source of China's domestic demand. In China's central and western regions, there is enormous room for more effective investment. Propelled by the twin engines, that is, the new growth drivers and upgraded traditional growth drivers, China's economy will be able to get beyond difficulties and rise to a higher level of promise.
当然，世界经济走势还不确定，不稳定的因素也在增加，但是我们有政策储备。去年是世界经济6年来增长最低，我们还是实现了7%左右的增长目标，并没有用大水漫灌式的强刺激，而是选择了一条可持续、更为艰难的路，就是推进结构性改革。中国经济在发展过程当中还会有小幅的短期的波动，但是如果经济运行划出合理的区间，我们有创新宏观调控的手段来稳定中国经济的运行。
There are still uncertainties in global economic prospects, and destabilizing factors are also on the rise. But we have a good reserve of policy instruments in our toolkit. Last year, global economic growth slipped to a 6-year low, but still we managed to meet our economic development target of around 7%. Instead of resorting to massive stimulus measures, we have chosen a sustainable but much harder path of development, that is to pursue structural reforms. Going ahead, there may be small ups and downs at particular points in time in China's economic performance, but in case of any sign that the economy may slide out of its appropriate range, we will employ innovative means to exercising macroeconomic regulation to ensure steady economic performance.
我们所经过的压力测试也可以说是宝贵的经验。我相信，在以习近平同志为总书记的党中央坚强领导下，用好新的发展理念，全国人民同心协力，我们完全可以实现“十三五”的良好开局，这给世界带来的会是一股暖风。谢谢。
Well, we have passed the stress test and gained good experience in this process. I firmly believe that under the strong leadership of the CPC Central Committee, with Comrade Xi Jinping as General Secretary, as long as we apply the new vision to development and unite the whole Chinese people in a joint effort, we will be able to get off to a good start in the 13th five-year plan period, and that will be the warm breeze that China brings to the world. Thank you.